Good morning, good looking people, and you're good looking because you're always looking and of course, finding the good. It's Sunday, hope you're well, hope you had a great Shabbos. Today we're going to do the Hayom Yom for yesterday and today. So let's start with yesterday. It was the 15th of Iyar, it was the 30th day of the Omer. It says in the days of the Alter Rebbe, the Hasidim had a very familiar saying, "The piece of bread I have is yours, just as it is mine." And they would say the word yours first, yours just as it is mine. So it's a very interesting concept, and it's the ultimate Avas Yisrael. The halacha is actually, if two Jews were in the desert and there was only bread for one does not have to share his bread with the other, and he should save his life first. But what they're saying here in this Hayom Yom is the Avos Yisrael that the Hasidim had for each other. And think about it, this is 100 years ago, during the times of communism, and long lines for bread and food. The Hasidim would say that the bread I have is yours first, that I will give for you before for me. And that is really something special. And that really says something special about all of us, especially in this time, that our Avos Yisrael has really come out. Even with all the social distancing, we're really there for each other. The communities have never been more united, and people have never been more united. So this is the epitome of today's Hayom Yom, really looking out after each other and being there for one another. And it really, really is something special. Continuing, 16th of Iyar, 31st day of the Omer, that's today. We're going to start with a small halacha. And again, please remember to be counting the Omer. And we actually have Lag BaOmer coming up in a couple of days. The halacha is, after my father would cut his nails, he would place a small piece of wood among them before he would burn them. So he actually, when he was done cutting his fingernails, he would burn them as opposed to disposing them any other way. All right, another great Hayom Yom. In terms of scholarship and aptitude, the Chassid Reb Elia Abelard was a simple man. Once, when he came into Echidus, my grandfather said to him, "Elia, I envy you. You travel to various marketplaces. You meet many, many people. And when in the middle of doing business, you get caught up in a discussion with someone with a Jewish saying, or a saying from the Ein Yaakov, or some other halacha. And you inspire people with these discussions to study more Nigla, which is Talmud and Halacha, and also Chassidus. And you should know, when you do this, this causes such a simcha up in the Shemayim that the Almighty rewards such trade with the blessings of children, health, and sustenance. And of course, the larger the marketplace, that means the more work there is, and the greater the livelihood earned." What's an awesome concept is, especially for businessmen, where in one situation you have a lot of people that sit and they learn in kol all day, or they learn in shul all day, and then you have others that are businessmen that have to go out into the marketplace, into their offices, and they're on the phones, and they're out there trying to make a living. And where you might think, as what's mentioned in other Hayom Yoms, that really you might have more schar sitting in a shul all day or being in a place of Torah all day, the opposite. The businessman that has to go out there and be there with the public and be there with people and go out there and try to make a living in a place that's not a shul or an atmosphere of a kollel. And then, while doing business, to bring up a Devar Torah, inspire somebody, to put tefillin on somebody, to give a mezuzah to somebody. Such an awesome concept. Of course, it's so uncomfortable, which is why it's so awesome. And what God is saying, and what the Rebbe is also saying here, is that if you go ahead and do this, and you put yourself out there, and you make these things happen, and part of your daily basis in your office, or in your workplace, or your phone calls, whatever it may be, you'll have blessings of children, healthy children, many children, great health, and of course, lots and lots of parnasa. So these are great concepts, Avos Yisrael, and also bringing Torah into the business and inspiring others. Have a wonderful week. Let's take these concepts and let's use them every single day. And with this, we'll have greatness in our office. We'll have greatness in our homes. Lots of bracha and lots of blessings. Wishing you all the best. Talk to you tomorrow.